Jana Duggar, the eldest daughter of Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar, has always been known for her warm personality, strong work ethic, and close-knit family ties. Recently, she invited her sisters and mother to visit her newly purchased home, a cozy yet spacious abode that perfectly reflects her personal style. The visit was not just about catching up or admiring the new space. It turned into an unforgettable day filled with laughter, teamwork, and plenty of DIY projects. What began as a casual gathering transformed into a heartwarming display of familial love, creativity, and shared purpose. The morning started early, as mornings in the Duggar household often do. Jana greeted her family at the door with a bright smile, ushering them inside to explore every corner of her new home. Her excitement was palpable, and it quickly spread to her guests. As they wandered through the rooms, oohing and ahhing over the charming details, Jana couldn't help but feel grateful for this moment. She had worked hard to make this house her own, and now, surrounded by the people who mattered most, she felt truly at peace. But Jana had more planned than simply showing off her new digs. Ever the planner, she had prepared a list of DIY projects designed to bring everyone together while adding personal touches to the home. From painting furniture to crafting decorative accents, there was something for everyone to contribute. It wasn't long before aprons were tied, brushes were handed out, and the real fun began. One of the first tasks on the agenda was refinishing a set of wooden chairs that Jana had found at a local thrift store. These chairs, though sturdy, needed some TLC to fit seamlessly into her dining room. With sandpaper in hand, Jana's younger sisters eagerly got to work, smoothing out rough edges and preparing the surfaces for a fresh coat of paint. Their mom, Michelle, joined in, offering tips and encouragement along the way. As the dust from sanding filled the air, so did lively conversation. Stories from childhood were recounted, eliciting bursts of laughter. One sister reminisced about a particularly chaotic road trip, while another teased Jana about her infamous organizational spreadsheets. Despite their differences in age and personalities, the bond between these siblings shone brightly. They worked side by side, passing tools and sharing ideas, proving once again that teamwork makes even the toughest jobs enjoyable. Meanwhile, Jana took charge of mixing paint colors, experimenting until she landed on the perfect shade of soft blue-green. This calming hue would complement the natural light streaming through the windows and tie the room together beautifully. Once the chairs were sanded and cleaned, the group gathered around to apply the first coat. Brushes swirled rhythmically across the wood, creating a sense of unity as each stroke brought them closer to completing the project. While the chairs dried, attention shifted to another area of the house, the living room. Here, Jana had envisioned a gallery wall featuring framed photographs and artwork that told the story of her life and family. But instead of buying ready-made frames, she decided to customize them herself and enlisted her sister's help to get creative. Armed with plain wooden frames, stencils, and acrylic paints, the group dove into the task with gusto. Each sister approached the project differently. Some opted for intricate designs, carefully tracing floral patterns onto their frames. Others chose bold geometric shapes or playful polka dots. Michelle, ever the artist, added delicate gold leaf accents to one frame, transforming it into a stunning focal point. As they worked, the table became a kaleidoscope of color and texture, mirroring the vibrant personalities of those gathered around it. Throughout the process, Jana marveled at how seamlessly everyone slipped into their roles. Her sister's enthusiasm was infectious, and their willingness to pitch in made the day feel less like labor and more like a celebration. Even when mistakes happened, like when a stray brushstroke accidentally smudged a nearly finished frame, there were no complaints, only laughter and quick fixes. It was a reminder that imperfections can add charm and character, much like the quirks that make each family member unique. After a brief lunch break, featuring Jana's famous homemade chicken salad sandwiches, the group tackled their final project of the day, building a custom shelving unit for Jana's craft room. This endeavor required precision and patience, qualities that Jana embodied as she guided her family through the assembly process. With drills buzzing and hammers tapping, the sound of progress echoed through the house. Michelle proved invaluable during this phase, drawing upon years of experience helping her husband with various home improvement projects. She demonstrated how to measure twice and cut once, ensuring that each piece fit snugly into place. Her calm demeanor and steady hands reassured the younger girls, who sometimes struggled with the more technical aspects of construction. As the shelves came together, so did the realization of what this day meant beyond the physical accomplishments. For Jana, it was about creating memories and strengthening connections. Every nail driven, every brushstroke applied, symbolized the support and love she received from her family. And for her sisters and mother, it was a chance to give back to someone who had always given so much, to be part of something meaningful and lasting. By late afternoon, the projects were complete, and the results spoke for themselves. The freshly painted chairs looked elegant and inviting, ready to host future gatherings. The gallery wall added warmth and personality to the living room, telling stories through art and imagery. And the new shelving unit stood proudly in the craft room, promising to hold countless creations in the years to come. Exhausted but exhilarated, the group gathered in the kitchen for one last activity: baking cookies. As the scent of chocolate chip goodness wafted through the house, they reflected on the day's events. Conversations turned nostalgic, with everyone expressing gratitude for moments like these. In a world that often feels rushed and disconnected, days spent working side by side offered a rare opportunity to slow down and savor the simple joys of life. Before leaving, Michelle pulled Jana aside for a quiet moment. "I'm so proud of you," she said, her eyes glistening with emotion. "This home is a reflection of your heart, a place of beauty, warmth, and hospitality. And today reminded me how blessed we are to have such a loving family." Tears welled up in Jana's eyes as she hugged her mom tightly. Words weren't necessary. The depth of their bond transcended language. As her sisters called out their goodbyes, promising to return soon, Jana stood in the doorway, watching them drive away. Though the house was quieter now, it felt fuller somehow, filled with the echoes of laughter, the evidence of hard work, and the enduring presence of family. In the end, the visit wasn't just about sprucing up a new home. It was about nurturing relationships and celebrating the values that defined the Duggar family. Through collaboration and creativity, Jana and her loved ones had created something beautiful, not just in the physical sense, but in the intangible bonds that continued to grow stronger with each passing day. Jinger Duggar, the sixth child of Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar, has long been a figure of fascination for fans of the reality TV show *19 Kids and Counting*. Known for her quiet demeanor and deep faith, Jinger carved out her own path when she married Jeremy Vuolo in 2016, leaving behind the strict rules of her upbringing to forge a life that blends tradition with modernity. Recently, Jinger made headlines as she stepped into the public eye alongside her husband after welcoming their third child, a rare appearance that sparked curiosity among both loyal followers and casual observers. The couple's decision to make this outing together is significant, not just because it marks one of their first appearances since expanding their family, but also because it highlights how far they've come as individuals and as partners. Over the years, Jinger and Jeremy have carefully navigated the delicate balance between maintaining privacy and sharing glimpses of their lives with the world. This latest event offered fans an opportunity to see them in a more personal light, while celebrating yet another milestone in their journey as parents. For those familiar with Jinger's story, her evolution from a shy teenager on television to a confident mother of three has been nothing short of inspiring. Her marriage to Jeremy, a former professional soccer player turned pastor, marked the beginning of a new chapter, one defined by mutual respect, shared values, and a commitment to building a family rooted in love. Together, they've welcomed 3 children, Felicity, Meredith, and now their newest addition, whose arrival has brought even more joy to their already bustling household. As Jinger and Jeremy appeared together during this recent public outing, there was a palpable sense of warmth and contentment surrounding them. Their smiles spoke volumes about the happiness they've found in each other and in parenthood. For fans who have followed their journey over the years, this moment served as a reminder of the strength of their bond and the beautiful family they continue to build together. It's clear that despite the challenges that come with raising young children, Jinger and Jeremy remain steadfast in their dedication to creating a nurturing environment for their growing brood. During their recent public appearance, Jinger and Jeremy radiated the unmistakable glow of seasoned parents navigating the complexities of raising 3 young children. Observers couldn't help but notice the effortless teamwork between the couple as they managed their responsibilities with grace. Jinger carried their youngest child, swaddled snugly in a soft blanket, while Jeremy kept a watchful eye on their older daughters, Felicity and Meredith, who were seen giggling and playing nearby. The dynamic between them painted a picture of unity and shared purpose, underscoring the strong partnership they've cultivated over the years. Jeremy, ever the supportive spouse, could often be seen stepping in to assist Jinger when needed, whether it was adjusting the baby carrier or gently guiding their energetic toddlers. His calm demeanor seemed to anchor the family, providing a steady presence that allowed Jinger to focus on caring for their newborn. Meanwhile, Jinger exuded a quiet confidence, her maternal instincts evident in every interaction. She effortlessly juggled feeding, soothing, and tending to her children, all while engaging warmly with those around her. The couple's interactions with their daughters offered further insight into their parenting style. Jeremy knelt down to Felicity's level, patiently explaining something to her with a smile, while Jinger encouraged Meredith to share a toy with another child. These small moments highlighted their emphasis on kindness, patience, and fostering independence, values that align closely with their faith and personal beliefs. Despite the inevitable chaos of managing 3 young children in public, Jinger and Jeremy handled everything with remarkable composure, demonstrating a parenting philosophy centered on love, communication, and mutual respect. Their ability to navigate these challenges so seamlessly speaks volumes about the foundation they've built as a family. From the way Jeremy instinctively anticipated Jinger's needs to how Jinger balanced her attention between her children and the crowd, it was clear that they operate as a cohesive unit. This outing wasn't just a rare glimpse into their lives, it was a testament to the strength of their partnership and their unwavering commitment to raising their children with care and intentionality. Jinger and Jeremy's approach to balancing fame and privacy has always been a topic of intrigue, particularly given Jinger's roots in the highly publicized Duggar family. Unlike some of her siblings who have remained more visible in the media spotlight, Jinger and Jeremy have deliberately chosen a quieter path, prioritizing their family's well-being over public attention. This recent appearance, however, suggests a subtle shift in their strategy, a willingness to step forward at key moments while still safeguarding their private lives. During the event, Jinger's demeanor reflected a careful balance between openness and reserve. She engaged warmly with fans and reporters, offering polite smiles and brief exchanges, but steered clear of divulging intimate details about their home life. Jeremy mirrored this approach, his responses measured and thoughtful, ensuring that their public interactions remained respectful yet guarded. It's clear that they've mastered the art of sharing just enough to satisfy curiosity without compromising their cherished privacy. This mindset likely stems from their desire to protect their children from the pressures of growing up in the public eye. By limiting exposure, they create a safe space where Felicity, Meredith, and their newborn can grow and thrive away from scrutiny. At the same time, occasional appearances like this one allow them to maintain a connection with their supporters, acknowledging the interest in their journey without letting it overshadow their priorities. The couple's decision to make this rare public outing may also signal a deeper understanding of the value of selective visibility. In an era where social media amplifies both admiration and criticism, Jinger and Jeremy seem to recognize that staying entirely out of the limelight could lead to misconceptions or speculation. By choosing moments like this to engage with the public, they assert control over their narrative, presenting themselves authentically while reinforcing their commitment to faith, family, and community. Ultimately, their approach reflects a nuanced perspective on fame, one that acknowledges its benefits but prioritizes personal boundaries above all else. Through their actions, Jinger and Jeremy demonstrate that it's possible to honor their past while carving out a future defined by intentionality and peace. Jinger and Jeremy's journey stands as a testament to the power of forging one's own path while honoring deeply held values. From the outset of their relationship, the couple has demonstrated a remarkable ability to blend tradition with modernity, crafting a lifestyle that feels authentic to who they are as individuals and as partners. Central to this endeavor is their unwavering commitment to faith, which serves as the bedrock of their marriage and parenting philosophy. While Jinger's upbringing in the Duggar household instilled certain principles, her union with Jeremy has allowed her to reinterpret those teachings through a lens of grace and flexibility. Together, they've created a family dynamic that prioritizes spiritual growth, open communication, and mutual respect, an evolution that resonates profoundly with their supporters. Jeremy's influence has undoubtedly played a pivotal role in shaping this unique trajectory. As a pastor and former athlete, he brings a grounded perspective that complements Jinger's introspective nature. His emphasis on leading with humility and fostering meaningful connections aligns seamlessly with Jinger's desire for authenticity. Together, they've embraced opportunities for personal growth, whether through Jeremy's pastoral work, Jinger's exploration of creative pursuits, or their shared experiences as parents. These endeavors reflect not only their individual aspirations, but also their collective vision for a life rich in purpose and fulfillment. What sets Jinger and Jeremy apart is their ability to navigate change without losing sight of their core identity. They've shown that it's possible to honor one's roots while embracing new perspectives, creating a harmonious blend of old and new. Their recent public appearance underscored this balance, offering a glimpse into a family that thrives on love, resilience, and adaptability. For fans and observers alike, their story serves as a powerful reminder that true contentment lies in staying true to oneself while remaining open to growth, a lesson that continues to inspire countless others on their own journeys. Jinger and Jeremy's rare public appearance following the birth of their third child served as a heartwarming celebration of family, faith, and love. Fans and onlookers were treated to a glimpse of the couple's undeniable chemistry and the joy that radiates from their growing family. As they navigated the challenges of parenthood with grace and unity, it became clear that Jinger and Jeremy have crafted a life deeply rooted in their shared values, while embracing the beauty of their evolving journey. This moment not only reinforced their resilience and devotion, but also reminded us all of the profound strength found in love and partnership. Jana Duggar, the eldest son of Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar, stars of the long-running reality TV show * 19 Kids and Counting *, has always lived under a spotlight. As part of one of America's most well-known families, Jason grew up in front of cameras alongside his 18 siblings. The family's strict adherence to their Christian faith, traditional values, and unique lifestyle made them both beloved and controversial figures in pop culture. When Jason married Courtney Duggar, née Courtney Richardson, it was only natural that their union would attract significant attention from fans who had followed the family for years. However, what many people didn't anticipate was how much scrutiny Courtney herself would face, not just as Jason's wife, but also regarding her connection to the Duggar family before they met. Courtney has consistently maintained throughout interviews and public appearances that she wasn't a fangirl when she first encountered Jason or his famous relatives. She insists that while she knew about the Duggars and their television presence, her interest in Jason stemmed solely from him as an individual rather than any fascination with his family's celebrity status. This distinction became central to discussions surrounding their relationship, particularly among those curious about whether Kourtney entered into the marriage fully aware of the complexities of being tied to such a high-profile clan. The narrative around Kourtney, knowing who the Duggars were yet not viewing herself as a fangirl, adds layers of intrigue to their love story. For some observers, this claim might seem contradictory at first glance. After all, how could someone familiar with the Duggars' lives on screen avoid harboring even a hint of fandom? Yet Kourtney argues that there is a difference between recognizing a household name and idolizing its members. Her insistence highlights broader questions about fame, authenticity, and personal identity within relationships shaped by media exposure, a dynamic especially relevant given the intense public focus on every aspect of the Duggar family's private lives. Jason Duggar and Kourtney Richardson's journey to marriage began in a manner far removed from the glitz often associated with celebrity romances. The couple met through mutual friends during a casual gathering, where their initial interactions revolved around shared hobbies and interests, rather than the looming shadow of the Duggar name. From the outset, Jason appreciated Kourtney's genuine demeanor. She engaged with him as an individual, not as a representative of his famous family. Their early dates were simple outings, coffee shops, hiking trails, and local events that allowed them to connect on a deeply personal level without external pressures. As their bond deepened, Kourtney revealed that her awareness of the Duggar family's prominence came secondary to her growing feelings for Jason. She admitted to recognizing their faces and stories from television, but insisted that these associations never overshadowed her perception of him as a distinct person. According to Kourtney, Jason's grounded personality and humility stood out immediately, offering a stark contrast to the polished images often broadcasted on screen. This authenticity became a cornerstone of their relationship, fostering trust and openness despite the inevitable curiosity surrounding their pairing. Jason echoed similar sentiments, emphasizing how refreshing it felt to be seen beyond his last name. He recalled moments when Kourtney asked thoughtful questions about his life experiences, demonstrating sincere interest in understanding him holistically rather than fixating on his familial ties. These conversations helped solidify their emotional connection, laying the groundwork for a partnership rooted in mutual respect and admiration. Together, they navigated the delicate balance between acknowledging their differing backgrounds and forging a future uniquely their own, a testament to their commitment to building something authentic amidst public intrigue. Despite Kourtney's consistent assertion that she was not a fangirl, public opinion remains divided, fueled largely by skepticism and preconceived notions about marrying into fame. Critics argue that anyone aware of the Duggars' televised lives must inherently harbor some level of admiration, or even obsession, with their public persona. Social media platforms have become battlegrounds for these debates, with commenters dissecting Kourtney's statements and questioning her sincerity. Some suggest that claiming not to be a fan is simply a strategic move to appear more relatable or down-to-earth, while others view it as an attempt to distance herself from the controversies that occasionally surround the Duggar family. However, defenders of Kourtney point out the flawed logic behind equating recognition with fandom. They emphasize that living in today's hyper-connected world means encountering countless celebrities and public figures, whether through television, social media, or cultural references. Knowing who someone is does not necessarily imply idolization or infatuation. Supporters highlight Kourtney's repeated explanations that her attraction to Jason stemmed from his character and values, independent of his family's renown. They argue that dismissing her claims outright undermines the possibility of genuine human connection outside the confines of fame. This ongoing dialogue underscores a broader societal tension. the assumption that proximity to celebrity inevitably implicates individuals in the allure of stardom. It raises important questions about how society perceives relationships involving public figures. Are partners expected to either embrace or reject their significant other's visibility entirely? For Kourtney, navigating this complex landscape requires constant clarification of her intentions, while striving to maintain privacy in a highly scrutinized union. Since joining the Duggar family, Kourtney has demonstrated remarkable adaptability, seamlessly integrating into their tightly knit community while maintaining her individuality. Her role as Jason's wife naturally thrust her into the limelight, yet she approaches this newfound fame with grace and poise. Regular appearances on family gatherings and occasional cameos on television have allowed Kourtney to engage with fans authentically, showcasing her warmth and genuine affection for the Duggar clan. Despite the public eye, she manages to keep aspects of her personal life private, balancing transparency with discretion, a skill honed over years of navigating the complexities of modern celebrity culture. Kourtney's reflections on her transition into the Duggar lifestyle reveal a woman deeply committed to embracing her new reality without losing sight of who she is. She openly discusses the challenges of stepping into such a prominent family, admitting that the initial adjustment period required patience and resilience. However, she emphasizes that the support from Jason and his relatives has been instrumental in helping her find her footing. By actively participating in family traditions and contributing her own perspectives, Kourtney has carved out a space where she feels both included and valued. Moreover, Kourtney views her integration into the Duggar family not as a compromise of her identity, but as an opportunity for growth. She acknowledges the unique dynamics of being part of a household celebrated for its values and beliefs, noting how these principles align closely with her own. While the spotlight can be daunting, Kourtney embraces it as a chance to share meaningful moments with a wider audience, reinforcing her conviction that their family's unity transcends mere fame. Through her journey, Kourtney exemplifies how one can navigate the intersection of personal and public life with authenticity and purpose. Kourtney Duggar's insistence that she was never a fangirl serves as more than just a personal defense. It encapsulates her broader effort to assert her individuality within a narrative often dictated by public perception. Her steadfastness in distinguishing between recognition and admiration reflects a deeper desire to be understood on her own terms, separate from the assumptions tied to her husband's renowned surname. By rejecting the label of fangirl, Kourtney reclaims agency over her identity, challenging the notion that her connection to the Duggar family diminishes the authenticity of her relationship with Jason. This perspective invites reflection on the ways society tends to oversimplify or stereotype individuals based on their proximity to fame, often overlooking the nuances of personal choice and emotional depth. Ultimately, Kourtney's story underscores the importance of seeing beyond surface-level judgments. In a world quick to categorize and define, her experience reminds us that relationships are built on far more intricate foundations than external perceptions might suggest. Whether or not one agrees with her stance, Kourtney's journey highlights the value of approaching others with openness and empathy, allowing room for complexity and truth to emerge unencumbered by preconceived labels.